I am officially in angry mob mode, so in case you're wondering why I've got a torch and a pitchfork, well, I know trident, but still, I mean, it looks just the part. But I am in angry mob mode right now because I know this has been a continuing saga, but yeah. The thing is I found out whenever that whole reset had to take place with my computer that not all the files made it past. I do believe that I can no longer find my saves that I had on the vanilla launcher before. Although this one's a new world that I did for make a new area for my logs and stuff. So yeah, that's why this one's here. But all my old worlds are basically gone on the vanilla launcher. On the other launchers, I do believe they're pretty much intact, so I can still access my worlds from CurseForge and from like Technic and Feed the Beast and stuff like that. So, but I think it may have to do with some alternate routing I did for them, so that certain files wouldn't get confused in the first place back then. It was kind of a weird situation playing Minecraft with multiple launchers, but in a way that erred in my favor in a way because at least some of the worlds got saved. So that's kind of a good thing. And at least that way I know that I still have some I'll be able to do, like I'll still be able to do magic and mythos and things like that, I believe. But when it comes to doing things like I was before with exploring my first world, that's not going to happen. And I'm very sad about that. I had that world for so long, and now I can't find it anymore. It's just not there. I tried everything I could to save the file path, figure it out, whatever, but it's just not working. And I had some other good worlds on that too that may or may not have seen. I mean, that's where I experimented with my first incarnation of Punk by Magic. It's where me and my bro had a cool little shared world that we did together. I never really showed it off, but it was basically a Mushroom Island thing that we did. We was mainly just using it to hang out there. We weren't really using it for like major survival per se. It was just kind of a fun place for us to be. Speaking of fun, that dolphin is still having a field day with that nether star, which is really nice. That really is the perfect gift for a dolphin. Expensive, but it works. Thank you, nether stars, for never despawning. But yeah, but basically I'll have to turn to alternative stuff because my first world is no longer accessible, and that's very disappointing. So yeah. On the other hand, I have some good news, and that's basically that there's something that is going to be pretty much perking me back up for a while. I'll be concentrating on it pretty heavily for a while. So, may or may not see me doing things like this for a while. I might be able to get some other stuff set up, like being able to get some of my mod reviews and mob battles back up and get back to some of the series that do have worlds that have saved. So I can come back with that. But in terms of what's going to keep me going for a while, it's probably going to be that there's a Doctor Who marathon that's happening on Twitch right now. It's totally legit. It's like a special event because they're celebrating the new season coming up. It's going to be kind of historic. So they've got good reasons to do this. So yeah, I'm going with that. Now I'm thinking about it, working with this new recording equipment is a little wonky because I could see just a tiny sliver on the right side of my screen where it bleeds over into my normal thing. But this doesn't have the same auto-sizing that Lightcam used to have, so yeah, I can see why it's hard to get it to fit exactly the area you're going to record, so I can see now why it's clipping into my normal screen just a little bit. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit back there with my background. It's just a tiny amount on the right side, but now that I'm looking at it, it's kind of getting to me that it's almost impossible to match this thing up. But I'll go with it. I mean, it's something that we're going to have to pretty much just deal with happening because it's a new program, but the old one is having technical issues with certain other things, so I'm just gonna have to do it as like this and see if I can get it to match better in some way. I'm still tweaking with some of the settings and seeing if I can get it to work that way. I had it kind of sized right for a while, but it's not doing it quite perfectly, and I'm wondering about that. I'm also still hoping the aspect ratio is good on YouTube, because it's a bit trickier to size. Again, it's different, and I might still check out alternatives. This is kind of a process, because a lot of things kind of got lost, including my favorite recording program. Well, not that. I mean, it was really Movie Maker that was the real loss. Because, again, that's almost impossible to find, but I found alternatives about one needed an update, and the update seemed to make it wonky, and the other is just gone, so yeah, my pairing of favorite things to use for videos is a little out right now, as in possibly permanently. But, hey, a special event for Doctor Who is going to make me very cheerful, because I am a bit of a Whovian. So I'm a Doctor Who fan, and I will be watching a lot of this. The thing is, it's not just Doctor Who per se, it's classic Doctor Who. It's like the stuff that's very hard to find otherwise. Like, I cannot find this stuff anywhere available otherwise in the way that I need it to be. So that's made things tricky for me. But now that this event's happening, I'm incredibly pleased. It will take a chunk out of my time, but I've actually found out it won't be as much as I first thought. I mean, it's going to be more spread out rather than... nice grouping fish. It'll be more spread out rather than all at once. So instead of being like one enormous marathon, it'll actually be like a bit every day for a while. But if you're not familiar with Doctor Who, I'd kind of suggest it. Just go into Twitch and search Doctor Who, and you probably will find these live streams where they're doing it under Twitch Presents. So it's kind of a special event that they're doing, and it's something that I'm going to be observing. So yeah, it just reminds me, Star Wars has its day. Why doesn't Doctor Who have a kind of an observation? Just thinking, but still. Anyhow, I think that pretty much covers everything for now, both the bad news and the good news. So, since everything seems to be working stably around here, including the Nether Star never pulling out, which is nice, because I'm pretty sure it would have despawned by now, since if you don't know this part, if you're in creative, items despawn even faster. So yeah, it would have been gone by now if it was going to ever despawn. So I'm pretty sure I've given my dolphin friend the perfect present, assuming of course the dolphin stays in the tank. How did he get under it? Oh, he'll hop back in. He really wants that, so we're good. Anyhow, I think I'll head off now. I'll carefully go over here. Okay. Now, I have repositioned the parrots. Everybody should dance now, so let's try this number again, shall we? I mean, before it was kinda nice having just one parrot that knew what to do. The smart parrot, Alex. Although the original Alex was an African gray parrot, kind of like one of these. But hey, let's go with it and have the crowd dancing to beat again. So let's try this again for me heading off with my usual parrot party. Okay, parrots. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for this? Let me line up to. There we go. Okay. So now I can line up just right. So okay. Not quite right. There we go. Okay, so this has been Glitch Reaper, and I'll be logging off for now. Hope to hear from you all later. So bye for now, everybody, and of course, enjoy the party.